Well, hello there. I got my mic up here now so I don't sound like I'm in a hole. Hi there, everybody. And this is Auntie, and I am here to do my rant of 90 Day Fiancé Season 10, Episode 6. If anyone objects.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Y'all see the smile on my face? How can you not subscribe? Hit it. It is free $99. Let's help Auntie get to 70,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Y'all think we could get that done in like 6 weeks, 7 weeks? I think we can. Anyway, even if you don't subscribe, go ahead on and stay here anyway and come back whenever you feel like it. Okay. To all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for making that commitment, hitting that subscribe button, turning on your notifications, and for joining this family. We are one of the best families in the YT or on the YT, if you will. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of 90 Day Fiancé Season 10, Episode 6, if anyone objects, I probably would rate this episode a C-. Let me know down in the comment section what you would rate this episode. So I want to shout out my members. I want to say hi to Dot, Just Scrapping, aka Catherine Green, Miss Sheila Feezer, Ray Della, the moderator extraordinaire. Watch out for her. Watch out now. Watch out. She may seem nice, honey, but okay. Enough said. Cynthia Hughes, hello, boo. Linda Storrs, hello there, Linda. Hey, Miss Kelly, 29. Sugar 48, what's up, boo-boo? How you doing? Dana Clerk, our resident expert on all things, and a bachelor, the Golden Bachelor. Okay. Miss Sheila Feezer, did I already get you? I think I got you. Did I get my Cynthia Hughes? Hello there, sweetie. Hi there, Connie Poodle Mom, Miss Tamika Carter, Lone Star Indy. Okay. Did I get my Sugar 48? In case I didn't, let me get her again. Hey, Sugar Wugger. Hey there. What? Hey, JW. Hey, JW. Let me see. Anybody else? And we got Sean Living Life. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. This is, I don't know. I'm telling you, you know I love y'all. I'm still doing this. I had to change out of that other shirt. I know a lot of people said downtown in the comments section that they loved it. So what I will do is I'll do a reel to so you all can find it. I'll link it down there so you can purchase it. It is a new line by Nike, and I absolutely love it. It is like a coat. It's very comfortable. It has free arms on it. So I'm going to do a reel so you all can see it and, you know, possibly put it as part of your wardrobe because, honey, I loved it. But I had to take it off because, you know, I don't want anybody to think that I was sponsoring Nike, right? That little flowers emblem that y'all saw. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. So I'll make sure I'll do a reel so that I can link it for y'all and y'all can, you know, go out and shop the new collection. Because you got to know where it is. Okay. I hook y'all up. Oh, God. I hook y'all up. All righty. So let's get to these. So I did not bring up these other people. I have not done anything on them yet, but let's just talk about it. So we got Annalie and Clayton. Now, as you all know, Annalie is coming from Peru and she is coming to stay with Clayton. Clayton is 29 years old and lives with his mother, who is in a closet. Her mama in the closet. And the more I see it, the more I think something is wrong. The way he talked to his mother when he said, so Annalie is coming, right? She is currently in Miami. I think she was in Miami. And she had a layover before she could get to him in Kentucky, right? And so he agreed to his mother. His mother's excited about her coming. Of course, we know he tried to do some cleanup in the house prior to her coming because not only is his mother a hoarder, so is he. Because it take a hoarder to know a hoarder to live with a hoarder. If you're not a hoarder, you're not going to let somebody hoard around your whole house. Now, I can see if you hoarding in the closet, but what you're not going to do is hoard out in the open. I think that he is trying to make us believe that ain't nothing wrong with him. Nah, I ain't got it to do. It's got to be something wrong with you as well. Hold on, y'all. Let me put a little bit of something on my lips. Hold on for a sec. There you go. Your little lips get dry when you be out here running your mouth. You got to put a little bit of gloss up there on the mouth, on that lip. If y'all ever meet me in person, you'll find out and recognize that your auntie got little lips. Linda could probably witness to T. Cooper, the ones that met me, Josie. I got little lips, right? So I put my little lipstick on and try to make my little lips look big, but y'all ain't got no lips. I got a mouth, though. I'll be running it. Anyway, okay, so let me get serious. So I think that something's wrong with him, too. I think that he is just as much of a hoarder as his mom is. The mom, you know, he asked the mom if she had learned any Spanish. She said, I learned como está. Como está. He said, well, Mom, don't be yelling at her and talking all loud and everything and making her, you know, just because she can't speak English doesn't mean she's dumb. And I was like, why would he have to say that to his mother? You know, sometimes people are projecting how they feel or how they treat people. If something's wrong with you anyway, if your mother is sleeping in a full-fledged closet and you move somebody else in and they see the embarrassment of this. Like, this is embarrassing in my opinion. I could see if you had a dog and you wanted to glamorize the closet and all of that kind of stuff and make it real cute. But a whole human being, like, something's wrong with him, in my opinion. I am absolutely convinced of it. You don't put your mother in no closet. So anyway, he's anxious for her to come. He feels like, he's hoping that he cleaned the closet up enough for her to be able to, stay up in, the girl to be able to stay up in the apartment. He goes and gets her flowers. He said that he believes flowers is an expensive temporary gift. Okay. Okay. So when he gets her and everything, they're happy to see one another. We can see that there's absolutely a genuine relationship between the two of them. It's not somebody who met online. And so anyway, child, he gets her back to the place and she is looking, she meets the mother. She, in her culture, they eat guinea pigs and he has a guinea pig. So he takes her through the petting zoo that he has in his house. And so, she finally gets an opportunity to say hi to the mom. And the mom is sweet to her and she's sweet to the mom. But she's like, he's living backwards. He has his mother in the closet. And I think that is why when she got into bed with him, she wasn't ready to sleep with him or anything like that, because I think that weirded her out. And I think that would weird anybody out, that you go in and you move with this guy. He, got his mother in a closet and it's nothing in the closet. Nothing can fit in the closet but the bed that the mother is on. That's a motherfucking shame. Who treats somebody like that? So then, they go into the bedroom and he has a bed and all of that kind of stuff. And she said it's very small. Where she came from, she lived in a big house, or at least a larger home. And he is very small in there. I think that she was very, very uncomfortable and wanted to get the fuck up out of there. She said, I'm going to deal with it right now, but after a while, I ain't going to be able to do it no more. Hopefully, he has ambitions on, trying to, do something different or whatever. There is another new couple by the name of Nick and Devin. Do I have Nick and Devin? Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I got Nick and Devin. Did I download them? No. I ain't download them. So Nick is, of course, living in, okay, let me make sure I get it right. Nick is he in Korea, y'all? Don't say where he's from. Or is he in Japan? No, for some reason I think, oh my goodness, where is he at? Oh. No, I think he's in Korea. I'm going to say he's in Korea. If I got to come back and correct it, I will. But I want to say he's in Korea. And based on his culture, they have to get permission from the parent before they can marry somebody. And so she has flown in from the United States. And so we meet the parents. And his mom says that, I never really thought about America or anything else like that until my son started dating her. Now, last week, he scared the bejeebies out of her because he told her, she got to bow, she's got to turn her head when she drink, just all of these do's and don'ts that she has to do. She has to process in a short period of time. And I'm thinking, since you all made flight arrangements, hotels, and all of that kind of stuff, why wasn't this ever discussed? The two of them have been in a relationship for over 2 years. They met while the two of them were in Australia together. So why hasn't he taken the time to tell her about his customs, how she should greet his parents or other people, right, in Korea? He just let her fly over there, child. She lives in some town in Kentucky. Where I gave you all the population of those people who are. So he has her there now. And we meet the parents, and so they meet with one another. The parents pick them up and they're driving in the car, and the parents seem very, very nice. They seem smitten with her. They seem like they like her and all of that kind of stuff, but she still feels like a lot of pressure was applied to her. I do believe, based on the editing, okay, and I'm just going to say that this is my opinion and what I believe. I believe, based on the editing that was going on, that there was a lot that was said, because all of a sudden, she's having a conversation with them and she's crying. And I don't think that she was crying because the parents were asking them about what they were going to do in America, how they were going, that they was going to miss him and all of that. I believe there was some other things that were said at the table, but those things were edited out. That's just, okay. Thank you, Dana, Arkansas. Okay. Thank you, Dana. I saw that flash up there. Okay. I'm just like, there's no way that she said that this is a lot of pressure. She seemed like she was rattled. I did not see anything that led up or built up to that. We see her having a conversation. She wasn't willing to try some food, and next thing I know, she's crying. And the mother was like, are you crying? Like, why is she crying? And so, and then the thing about it is he hasn't been interpreting things, because when she was in the car, the parents had asked her, what was the difference between Korea and America or Arkansas, where she lives. Thank you so much, Dana, for correcting me on that. And she was like, it's much bigger and it's a lot of stuff. The only thing that he said is we got a lot of stuff, but she has said some other things. So, and even with the things that he's telling her as she goes through it or whatever. And he really should have prepared her more, especially since all of this was right. This meeting, this last minute short meeting that she was going to have with his parents was going to determine whether or not they accepted her or not. But it just seems like to me that there was some other things that were being said at the table, even with the response of his sister. Like, it was some other stuff that was being said. I just don't see this girl sitting at the table and just breaking down crying. Anyway, needless to say, the parents did accept her, and they wished them, wish them well. Yeah, they wish them well. The next couple that I want to talk about is Rob and Sophie. Now, of course, we know that Sophie has indicated that she has these dreams. And these dreams, manifest into real life. She said that she had this dream and she was thinking that he was cheating. Okay, the reason why you're thinking he's cheating is because he's cheated before. And some people really believe that once a cheater, you're always a cheater. So I just was like, okay, so what? So she gets up in the morning, she violates his privacy by going through his cell phone. Let me tell you something. Something is wrong with you when you got to go through somebody's cell phone. That's just like you going through my intimate drawer in my home. You going through where my panties and my bras are. That's private. And if you don't have the ability to ask me flat out and trust or not trust what I say, something's wrong with you if you have to pick my cell phone and scroll through it. Do you know I've never picked up somebody's cell phone and scrolled through it in my whole Black life? I'm not talking about the other life I live. I'm talking about this one. I have never even remotely thought about going through somebody's cell phone. Either I trust you or I don't. If I don't trust you, why am I in a relationship with you? It's more about you than it is about that other person. Every day of the week, if you got to go through somebody's cell phone. I don't care what dream you had. I don't care what your intuition is telling you. If your intuition is telling you that I'm a cheater, then I'm a cheater. And you going to either live with a cheater or you're not. But to go through his cell phone, She know what it is. Even when she called her girlfriend on the phone. Okay, so she goes through there and she sees that he's been in these little sites. We ain't gonna say what they are, but he's been on these sites. He said that the person meant nothing to him and all of that kind of stuff. Some guys got problems with that, and so do some ladies. She didn't see anything on there that said that he was in a relationship with anybody else. He just was going to sites. You know what he's capable of because you sleeping with them. You know what little kinky stuff he like and he does not like. Let's just be for real, Sophie. And I'm not trying to blame Sophie. I'm just keeping it a buck. Or at least a buck from my perspective. She know he ain't, but this is what she likes. Let him be foul, despicable, trifling, a cheater with someone else. Why call your girlfriend, tell your girlfriend, and her girlfriend was like, look, the girlfriend was like me. Well, it's obvious you're going to stay in the relationship. So why the fuck are you telling me? You ain't mentioned nothing about leaving. You had a different facility at an Airbnb because you didn't want to stay there. So in my opinion, this is part of y'all storyline because I don't believe it. I don't believe she comes from a wealthy family because look at the quality of her wig. Look at the quality of her wig. Look at the cheapness in this pink shirt she got on. You know that's every bit of 5 and below. We ain't even talk about Forever 21. Because Forever 21 be having some cute stuff. But I'm just saying, y'all know what I'm saying. I ain't trying to down the store or nothing. It's just affordable shopping. But this shirt she got on look like it straight came out of 5 and below. There's no way in the world that you gonna tell me that this girl looking the way that she look comes from a wealthy family. Evidently, she been taking care of herself since she was 2. You call your girlfriend to tell your girlfriend what he did, but you want to stay in a relationship. Leave me out that. Leave me out. Because when other people meet him, guess what? The girlfriend was saying he foul, he trifling, he ain't got no job, he don't have anything. But you talk about when you just don't fall out of love that fast. Yeah, stuff you can. That's a lie. Yes, you can. What did Sarpa say to Shekinah on next week's episode? After 2 days, I won't even remember who you were. You can. Will you love yourself? Will you know what you will tolerate and what you will not tolerate? You can walk away from a relationship just like that. Because if it doesn't feed me, then it starves me. Did y'all hear what I said? I said if it don't feed me, it starves me. And I'm not going to be in a relationship and I'm starving. She's going to stay in that relationship with him. And in my opinion, this is what she wants to do. She wants to stay in a relationship with this guy. So then don't tell me about it. Thank you so much, Just Scrapping, a.k.a. Catherine Green, for the $9.99 super chat. Auntie, I live in Kentucky. It's very cheap, so that 1-bedroom apartment would be like next to nothing to rent. No reason not to have a 2-bedroom. I'm familiar with Lexington where they live. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much, boo, for the $9.99 super chat. Ain't no way. She just as busted as he is, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion. The next couple that I want to talk about is Ashley and Manuel. Ashley is making a mountain out of a piece of rice. Ashley wanted to be on this show. I don't know why, but this story between her and Manuel is some bullshit. That girl has a loving relationship with this man. She knows who he is. She knows who his family is. She knows where his family lives. She has been knowing him since she was a teenager going on a science project, bitch, on a trip. She is fully aware of who Manuel is when she sits down with her friends. And I'm just frustrated because she did not freshen her locks. I need them locks to be freshened up, boo. I need you to get it all the way together. She takes him around her friends. For her friends to say, we want to know what your intention is. Let me tell you something. She's had at least a year to 18 months to know who Manuel was, because that's how long it took her to apply for that K-1 visa. Ashley knows exactly what she's doing. Her friends are asking him questions and he is shutting it down. They asked him, what was his intent and, all that. And he was like, she sits there and she argues. Are you ready for marriage? He said, I'm married. He said about 80%. Why you ain't at 20? Because we don't know each other. That's what this 90-day period is for. Bitch, that's what the K-1 visa is for. For that person to come over for 90 days and you to figure it out in that 90 days on whether or not you want to be with them. So if he's at 80%, he's closer than anybody else. What the whole hell? Stupid. This is dumb. Then she takes him to a therapist because she wants to make something up. When they started filming, the producers came in. She was just lollygagging and kiki and the caca and putting her makeup on. And the producer was like, wait a minute. Just a few minutes ago, everything wasn't right. Y'all was having problems in y'all relationship, arguing and stuff. She said, oh, we had sex. When you have sex, you manifest. If there's something you want, then, while you're having sex, you manifest that thing. And once you get to the point where you're going to, go to your happy place, then you focus on that. No, I ain't focusing on nothing. Because, you know what? I ain't going to tell my business out here because my family be watching. How about you manifest that everything is all right with him? See, that's what I'm saying is phony and fake. Because first of all, she's supposed to be a witch. She told them that he laughed at her about her witchcraft. No, he didn't. He told her that she wasn't a witch. See, because her whole storyline, in my opinion, is gimmicky. Very gimmicky. There's nothing interesting about Ashley. Nothing. Ashley knows who this man is. She's been dating him for damn near 20 years. They grew up together. See, they think that we don't pay attention to the small details. Yes, we do. We heard her when she said she was in high school. They're now 32 and 34 years old. They've been knowing each other for at least, let's say, 10, 15 years. Stop. Very, very, very boring. I ain't even gonna waste my goddamn time on them. The next couple that I want to talk about is Gino and Jasmine. Now, Jasmine, of course, is finally meeting. Okay, let me move them to the side. Okay. So Jasmine and Gino she's finally meeting Gino's family. She's had some issues with Gino's family like she has with anybody else. She's not a welcoming person. She is very selfish. Everything is about her family and all of that. So she is now getting an opportunity to meet Gino's family. Now, prior to her coming here, right, the cousin had called her and was like, hey, y'all know how we do, right? This is American. If we having something, we know you having something, we're going to try to coordinate the dates. The cousin reached out to Jasmine and was like, hey, please don't schedule the wedding on this particular day. Me and Gino real close and everything, and I'm going to be on vacation. Can you just block out this window of time for us? So she now thinks that the cousin is trying to tell her what to do and sends her a nasty text message and trying to control her. That's not what it is. We just try to see, let me see if I can. So, of course, the two of them go and meet. She's steady having fun with the family, but then she tells us in her confessional that she feels like the family doesn't like her and that they want to attack her. I never saw that. The cousins, Gino sat there and told his cousins that he had given her $4,000 towards the wedding dress. Where in the world, looking at Jasmine, looking at where Jasmine lived at, right? We ain't talk about the fake ass apartment. We talk about the real one where she lived with her mom and her sister. Where the fuck do you see Jasmine in a $4,000 dress? I'll wait. I don't even believe that. Gino's hat in his house can be bought for $4,000. And all the contents thereof. We're talking about including the major appliance. His stove looks like something from the 70s. It looks very retro, even though we're not. She is breaking out, okay? His toilet got in it. It's nasty all up in him. So why in the whole hell will we believe that Gino would send $4,000 to Jasmine to get surgery? And now Jasmine is in America with no money, no credit card, nothing. It don't make sense. But we trying our best to not dissect it. We trying our best to see it, but let's be real. They talk about the prenup. She said, why would y'all ask Gino to get a prenup? First of all, you already know how you're coming off to people because you changed your clothes. I need to wear something where I look professional, like I'm going on a job interview. I hope you don't ever go on a job interview with that dress on and them boots. One did nothing for the other one. Get a stylist. That kind of sweater dress, if you go wear, you wear some knee boots with it. That's how you rock something like that. You don't wear no huckabucker ankle boots. And if you do have some huckabucker ankle boots, they need to be some cute ones that come all the way up the ankle, not the ones that hit at the bottom, but real ankle boots. And they need to have a heel on them because you got on a whole full-fledged dress. But you already know how you coming off. And then you sit there when you ask about the prenup agreement. And he said, well, guess what? I had to sign one when I married her. It's just to protect Gino from all the things that I don't want Gino's money. You've been spending Gino's money and you just sat there and told the other cousin that you're there with no money and you have to depend on him 100% and that you were working. So then if you were working, why did Gino have to pay for your wedding dress? Jasmine, you ain't worked since you did 90 Day Fiance, in my opinion. You a whole ass fraud. And the family know you a fraud. But I did not see the family not welcome you. You had a great time. Drinks and food. Get out of here. Last but daggone, absolutely not freaking least, is this couple. Nicole, I want to root for Nicole. But Nicole is an attention seeker. And some of the stuff that she said today contradicted. She said when she went and talked to the girl, let me tell you something. She's inappropriate. She tries to have all the say things for shock value. She is attention I mean, she is just craving attention. And she wants everyone to say that they don't like transgenders. And we're not going to say that. She's trying to make it seem like his family and friends and everybody rejected him. She gets there. She says that she doesn't want anyone to know who she is, but she sits down with his friends and talks about my looks changed, my voice changed, everything about me changed. You want this to be something more than what it is. Sis, we accept you for exactly who you are. All of that extra stuff that you're trying to conjure up, in my opinion, and trying to make it seem like people are not acceptable and that they don't accept people is wrong. There are some parts of society who does not accept it. Absolutely, there are. But you can't sit around people and say what you don't want when you are out there exposing who you are. So you're trying to shock people and trying to get a reaction, a negative reaction out of people. And not one of those people at that table gave you a negative reaction. Not one. And they all live in Moldova. These are his friends. First, y'all said that he lost his friends. Where, how, when, where? His friend asked him, does he show signs, male signs? And guess what Justin said? Yes. He's very aggressive. Excuse me. He's aggressive. He's demanding and controlling. Yes, he does. His friend asked him, does he, what is his anatomy? How does it look? That type of thing. And he said, I did not even know that she wasn't born a woman. That's how nice everything is. He said, I didn't even know. He said, but when I think about how she told him, because he said when he first met her, he just thought that she was what they call a cisgender woman. And then when she told him the way that she told him, she blames that on being rejected by her family. But why pass that same hurt onto someone else by exposing who you really are? Because if you're confident in who you are, then you should have told him that from the giddy up. To me, you were being deceitful and you want shock value. When you got mad, you told him, I used to be a man. That's not how you handle things. But the thing about it is none of us have rejected you nor misgendered you. We don't have prejudice or anything. But you are trying to make things bigger than they are. She goes into the restaurant with his female friend, the only female friend at the table, and asks him, do men in Moldova eat what? Okay. So the girl was like, yeah. She said, well, once he found out who I first, before he knew that I was transgender, he used to do it all the time. And now he hasn't done it. And so the girl was like, oh my goodness, he didn't answer the question, woo. And then she said, it's been a year and a half. Well, I thought that the last time that you've been there was 15 years ago. Y'all go back and listen. She said, it's been a year and a half since he's done that to me. The girl, it's like, it's a TMI. I just don't have a need to know that. And the girlfriend was standing there like, how inappropriate. Like I don't want any of my girlfriends, boyfriends, or my boyfriend's girlfriends to talk to me about this sex life. I don't want to hear that. I don't care who you are. I don't want to hear that. That's too much information. Why do I have a need to know that? And then when she said it to the girl kept her face straight because you know that that's shock value. You asked me that for shock value, not because you genuinely want to know it, because you know that he does this. You just know that he's not doing it anymore and you wanted to blast him. But suppose he blasts stuff about you. You overdoing it. You are accepted. You are loved. He's saying that he is having some issues with it when he thinks about it, he's having issues. And that's something he's got to move past, because I think that I think that how he's processing this, right? And this is just my opinion, is that all this time you hid it. That's just like if you're dating someone, right? And all this time that you've been dating them, they was a crackhead. And then when they get mad with you, you've been dating them, having them around your friends, your property, all that. But they was crackhead, right? And then all of a sudden they tell you, I'm a crackhead. And then you start wondering, well, damn, that's why such and such was missing. Like it would change your perspective on who you've been dating all this time. Like, who have I been dating? Who have I been sleeping with? I've been sleeping with the enemy. She needs to stop and be herself. If she's so sure about who she is, boo, just walk in that. Ain't nobody got no judgment for you. We love you and we accept you for who you are. Now it's time for you to stop all this stuff. You're trying to make something, in my opinion, happen that's not happening. Not one person at that table gave her a funny look or anything. Yes, are they curious? They're curious about him, but it's not about her. There's been no criticism. They haven't had any conversation where any of them have torn her down. Stop trying to make something that is not there be there. You understand. She said that she took some hormones and, she was horny. They said that the two of them made love with one another. That's all she's been wanting. But it's like once he gives her whatever she wants, she still goes on to this. She said that he rejects her. He didn't want her. They made love. Okay, now what? It's always something that she's adding on. Sis, walk in your truth. Like, really, stop it with the shock value, because we're not shocked. We're sitting here looking at the same show. We're watching you. And you are making mountains out of rice. Exactly, Dana. They didn't clock her like she loves to say they didn't. They totally accepted her. And they were there to support him. But then they want to put this narrative out there that people have walked away from him and that the people in Moldova are not accepting. Some stuff you shouldn't change. Let it be genuine. Anyway, y'all, this is the end of my review. I thank you all so much for being here. I love you all. I'm probably going to be late for Sister Wives, y'all. I may go and change the time. But let me tell you something. I love you all. Thank you so much to Just Scrapping, a.k.a. Catherine Green, for the super chat. I think I forgot to do it in my last video. So please forgive me for not making sure that I highlighted all of the super chats. I love you all so much. And until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets. Bye, y'all.